If you are anything like me, then in NBA 2K25, the one thing that you want is to have a good build. But the second thing that you want is to have a unique build name. Now, a lot of these guys are, you've seen the two-way shot creating threats and all this two-way 3 levels. But today we got something a little different, and I like being different. And if you do too, then today we are going to be creating a stretch big that's also a 0.4. So yes, it's a stretch big that can ISO. That's pretty much the gist of this video. But before I show you this game-breaking stretch 4, let me go ahead and remind you guys that we are currently running a special VC giveaway for the month of October, and all you have to do to qualify and to enter into this VC giveaway is by 1, smashing a like on this video, and 2, comment down below stretch big. That is your free entry to get into this VC giveaway for the month of October. We have been going crazy this month, and we've been dropping mad videos, and in each of those videos I've been telling you to drop a code word into the comment section, and you guys have been getting multiple entries. So let's keep this going and let's get it done. 90,000 VC is going to be sent to 4 lucky winners. So what y'all waiting for, man? Go ahead and get involved right here, right now, by smashing the like and leaving the word stretch big down below in the comments. All right, so now that that's done, let's go ahead and figure out how we are going to create this build. Now this stretch 0.4 is going to be insane because not too many people have this build, and I really like the fact that you can make this build as a stretch 0.4, or you can even go and with a couple tweaks you can make this a 2-way stretch 0.4. Now today we will be creating the stretch 0.4 version, and we're going to start off with a power forward. For our height, we are going 6'10". That is going to be our height. 210 pounds is going to be our weight. Our wingspan, we're going with a 6 foot. We're going with a 6'10" wingspan. I was going the wrong way, but yes, we got it together, and a 6'10" wingspan is where we're going to land with this build. Now, when it comes to our attributes, not only will this stretch 4 be able to finish around the rim, the shooting is actually pretty disgusting. And then on top of that, you already know playmaking is in store for this 6'10" demi guy. Close shot is going to be an 81. So we are not going to be strangers when it comes to getting paint or getting points in the paint. All right. That 81 you see for Paint Prodigy, if we really wanted to get silver, cap breakers are going to be a must for this build, and we only need 3 to get that Paint Prodigy on silver. Our driving layup is going to be a 63. This is only a 63 to afford us some driving dunk. Driving dunk is very expensive this year, so is 3-ball, but our driving dunk is going to be a 77. So no, we're not jumping over defenders, but we can still dunk that ball. Now, if we're trying to, corner sit, if we're playing rec or whatever, we're corner sitting, we can still go for a backdoor. We can go and get cuts in there and dunk the ball with ease, pretty much. Standing dunk, we are going to go with a 72 for our standing dunk. We still want to be a threat to score in the paint. We are still 6'10", and I feel that it's very necessary to be able to either dunk the ball or lay the ball up as a big. All right. 72 is going to be our standing dunk. Our post control is going to be a 56. Now, when it comes to the shooting for this stretch big, just sit back and watch what we do here. Mid-range is going to be a 91 mid-range. Now, this should unlock all of the jump shot bases that you could even want. Like, this is going to be crazy. You already see we have a silver Deadeye with these cap breakers at starter 3. We're already at starter 3, so we can go and smack these cap breakers on as soon as possible. But with starter 3, you'll be able to smack on at least one for your mid-range, and that'll give you a gold Deadeye. All right. You see, we already have gold set shot specialist. If you have another cap breaker, then we're going to put it to the mid-range again to give us that 93 to get that Hall of Fame set shot specialist. And then on top of that, we'll still have our shifty shooter badge, but you'll see that more so at the end when we're almost done with this build. But having to start with a 91 mid-range isn't too bad. Our 3-ball, we're going to go ahead and max this to an 85. Well, it's not all the way maxed. We got a little bit of wiggle room. I do believe, let's see, our 3-ball goes to a 86. So we can only put that up one. I don't think we need to. So that's exactly why we didn't, because it's not going to give us an extra badge. It's not going to give us anything. All right. And, you know, limitless range on bronze is pretty much all we need. We're not taking too many ridiculous shots with this build. So let's move forward. Free throw. We wanted to make sure that you can bring this build to the wreck if your heart desires to. So for the free throw, we went with a 74 for our free throw. We didn't have to go too much. I feel like the bare minimum is 70. If you have a 70 rating for your free throw, you should be able to hit every free throw that's thrown at you. All right. You should leave the line with your points. So 74 free throw. For our pass accuracy, we went with an 87. We want to still be kind of like secondary ball handlers here. So 87 is where we're going. That will still give us that break starter on gold, versatile visionary on bronze. We can always boost this up to a silver, and then a dimer on gold. Ball handle, we're going to go ahead and max this out here, and that is going to max out at a 78. Our speed with ball, we're going to max this out as well, and that's going to be a 71, giving us that lightning launch on bronze. Defense, we wanted to be able to play just a little bit of defense here. We're not going to really show out on defense, but we still wanted to make sure that if we decided to bring this build to the park, we can still get, you know, some defense in there. We're not going to just be getting ISO'd, or we're not going to just be able to, you know, nobody's going to just put layups on top of a headpiece. All right. Interior defense, we went with an 82 for our interior defense. And then for perimeter defense, we went with a 50. And then for our steal, we went with a 46. And then for our block, we went with a 68. Now that 68 is going to make sure that we can get a little bit closer to if we still want to go for paint patroller with cap breakers. If we really wanted to go for high flying denier, we can still do that because we haven't even gotten to our vert yet. But we will be unlocking high flying denier very, very soon. So this is going to be a build that is going to be spectacular if you're really grinding this game. And if you're grinding the game, kudos to you. But I think everybody will get starter 3. That's what I'm thinking. Everybody will get starter 3. Now the drop off will definitely be when you go and get those caps at veteran, and then of course at legend. So yeah, that's our defense here. And then for our rebounding, we're going to go ahead and max these out. 78, and then we're going to have a 79 for our defensive rebound. I get it's not crazy, but look at all the other things that we can do. I mean, I really wanted set shot specialist on gold. You can always go and put your wingspan up, and if you want to settle with a silver set shot specialist, by all means do what you do. That's just not what I wanted to do. So I made this build the way I wanted it to be, and I didn't want anything less than gold. So we went with gold. If you really want to sacrifice your gold set shot specialist to get a better rebounding stats, it'll still be like around like the 80s or whatever. But yeah, you can do that. That's an option. But I just chose shooting over my ability to get a board, you know? So here we go. We're going to go with our speed. We want it to be pretty fast, so we went with an 80 speed. Our agility is going to be a 76. And then our strength is going to be an 84. And then our vertical, we are going all the way to a 92. Now, the reason why we went 92 is, of course, we still want to better our chances at getting boards, and then we still want to better our chances at getting blocks. This is going to save us way much more later on when you see what we can do with this build. So having an 84 strength, we only need to go up, what, one? No, we're good here. So if we really wanted to go crazy with the post lockdown and get gold, then that is going to take some cap breakers. But yeah, I mean, honestly, this build isn't a comp build. This is just if you want to be a little different. That is all. That is pretty much the name of the game. If you want to be different, then it's going to cost you some attributes. This is not a meta build whatsoever, but if you want to have fun and be a little different, this is going to be one of those builds that you want to create. But looking at the drive and dunk, you still get that. Of course, vert is going to help you with that. The vertical is going to help you get rebounds that you probably have no business getting anyway. You still get that silver box out beast with a bronze rebound chaser, and that is really nice. I'm not gonna lie, that is really nice. I feel like you can possibly finesse your way to having a high enough block. Our block is a 68 right now, but it does go all the way to an 88. You will get 10 other cap breakers if you keep grinding. There's 15 total, so I mean, you can do what you want to do. You're probably not gonna get where you want to go, but it is always an option to make this build if you just want to have fun and just, you know, cool it with your homies. But this is not a bad build whatsoever. It's not a bad build when it comes to the meta builds, and of course every build that's not a meta build is just going to have a hard time competing, really. But feel free to change some things around if you really want to. I'm just here to give you the template and have y'all just go crazy at the park, at rec, wherever you desire to play. All right, but this is the build. Takeovers are right here, and we still get a good share of takeovers. I feel that the best takeover for this build is going to be Splash Tower, because not only does it give you a boost to your 3-point shot, but it also gives you a boost to your interior defense. Now, this is pretty much the big man version of 3 and D. 3 and D is what guards get, but Splash Tower is what these bigs get. So if you're a power forward or a center, Splash Tower is where you probably want to go. You'll still have a 93-3 and then a 90 interior defense, on top of having the marksman being your takeover ability. But feel free to choose what you want to do. You can still go Great Wall and, you know, pick and pop. You can pick and roll. You can do a whole bunch of stuff, but 9 times out of 10, if you got this build, you're looking for the ISO. All right. But yeah, here we go. This is the power forward build, and when it's all said and done, we got shades of Al Horford, Jerry Lucas, and Bobby Portis Jr. Now, the build name for this build is going to be a stretch point 4, completely different from the normal stretch bigs that you see at the park. Excuse me. Completely different. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then make sure to leave a like, and before I get up out of here, make sure to enter into this free October VC giveaway. All you got to do is hit the like button and also comment stretch big down below in the comments, and you will be entered into this VC giveaway. All right, 90k VC is up for grabs. I need 4 winners, and will it be you? You know what I mean? So go ahead, make sure you're entered in today. And if you enjoyed this stretch big build, I got another one, but it's completely different from what you've seen in this video. So you might want to go check it out before you create a stretch big, because this one might be the one that you actually want to make.